Jesus may well be described as the great questioner. So many instances in his interaction and his interacting with people, he asks a question. No less so in the story of blind Bartimaeus. And it seems that the question is almost an unnecessary question, but Jesus Jesus asks anyways. So here's this man, he's blind, he's by the roadside begging, and probably bereft of any hope that his life circumstances would change. But here comes Jesus. And as the story unfolds, he's brought to Jesus, and Jesus begins a conversation with him. A conversation that asks a question to begin with: what would you like me to do? What would you like me to do? Well, it would seem pretty obvious. But Jesus does not assume. Jesus allows the question to be answered. Because sometimes in the assumption, we find that we are dealing with issues that persons do not necessarily want to be addressed. And that's why it's so important that we ask the question. For in asking the question, we are not only answering the question, but we are putting the questioner in the conversation. And this is what Jesus does. He places the questioner, Bartimaeus, in the conversation. That's important. So we take the whole person into the conversation to deal with the whole person, to deal with the issue from the perspective of a person who is asking a question, that I might receive my sight. See, for Jesus, it was not only that Bartimaeus was to receive his physical sight. For Jesus, it was that the whole life of this man would be changed. Not just that he would now be able to see and go back begging, to see and go and sit by the roadside, to see and have no vision, no plan of a future, to see and not know how to effectively live for the rest of his life. No, the questioner, Bartimaeus, answered, and Jesus dealt with the whole man to give him hope, to give him a future, to give him a clear sense of what life can be if he can not only see physically, but that he can see more deeply, to use his ability to see physically that which was now empowered, to see at a deeper level, to see now with the heart, to see now with the mind, to see now with a conscience energized by the presence of Jesus. That's what it means. So the answer is not only for the question, but the answer is also for the individual who asks the question. What is going to be different? I think I hear Jesus asking, for you now that you can physically see. What is going to be different now for you, now that you no longer have to be by the roadside begging? What is going to be fundamentally and critically different for you, now that you do not have to stretch your hands out for alms? Those were the issues. That is what would have to be different for Bartimaeus. So Jesus asks the question, what do you want me to do for you? And answered for him way beyond giving him physical sight.